Welcome into Toyville. Steve Sherrill with you here, hanging out on a Wednesday morning. Thank you for getting your day started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold. I want to mention our friends over at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm living there from McDonald's. You can get yourself a double quarter pounder and you really like it. Or you can have some breakfast too and get all kinds of deals on your McDonald's app, and everybody will love it so much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, they will. They will love it so much. All right. We are streaming on WLQI and 98 Gold's Facebook pages, as well as on YouTube. We're also, by the way, I sometimes forget to mention that we're also streaming on all of our websites and apps for WLQI 98 Gold, Deweyville. You can tell Alexa to listen to WLQI 977 and she'll pull it up and all that good stuff. So, all kinds of cool stuff going on. You can answer our poll question up on the Deweyville Facebook page as well. We're also on YouTube. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it. It does some cool things to the algorithm. And when you subscribe and when you click on the bell for notifications, it helps us out. In case you're wondering, it does. It does some stuff. It helps us too to get a better idea of if this stuff is working. If we should keep doing videos, should we do more videos? Should we do less videos? Should we not show me as often? Like things like that. You know, these are the things that we study.
Should we not? So here's one that they did tell you. That they would tell you. McDonald's wants their song back.
No, they don't. They love my song. McDonald's is a big fan of the song.
Don't ever sing it again.
Yeah, McDonald's loves the songs. They're all good. Hey, before we go forward, I want to wish a very happy birthday to someone turning 8 today. Hudson the Hornet Hornbeck. Okay, he is a midget racer. So at 8 years old. That's his racing nickname is the Hornet. So, Nolan and Casey Hitchcock. I'm sorry, I said. Hudson. Casey is the daughter of Scott Hermanson from Hermanson Wheel Alignment. So, was a big supporter of the station for a long time. So, happy birthday to Hudson the Hornet Hornbeck, 8 years old today. There you go. He's on his way to school right now. So I said I'd wish him a happy birthday on his way to school. So thanks for listening, Hornet. So,
and it's so funny because every time I hear those stories and, you know, the kids racing or whatever it is, or football, I know why I had girls. I don't have boys. I have a grandson named Jet Jameson, but I don't have the stomach. I could never let that happen.
No. I get it. Yeah, it's yeah. I would. I'm sure I would get into it. You know, if I had a boy, but.
Well, listen, but we almost lost our minds too when Harley did the swimming, the
water polo.
Literally,
what I was just gonna say. I mean, every time a horse drowned under her, I was like, "This is just a rotten sport." No, that was wrong.
No, she would get out and she looked like a cat, and she got into a fight with a cat and barely came out okay.
Yeah, that was not good. But yeah, so that was just as rough. So anyway, none of that's why you called. All right. So the title to the video to the segment is John Schneider, the former Dukes of Hazzard, Bo Duke, talked about Beyonce. Now, listen,
dude.
Listen. We like John Schneider.
We do.
Hey, everybody, this is John Schneider, and you are listening to Deweyville with Steve and Cheryl.
So very nice. We hung out with him. We went and took our picture
the raceway.
At Shady Hill Speedway.
Yeah.
So we went and talked with his guy, and you know we felt really bad for him when his wife passed away because he was so close, and you know But we also would watch some of his videos and go, okay, he's a little cucamonga. He's a little likes John Schneider a lot. You know,
there's a lot of self-love going on.
Yes.
Not a problem there.
Right. So I want to take this story back a little bit before we get to the John Schneider part. Okay. So during the Super Bowl, Beyonce introduced a new track called Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Did you listen to it?
I listened to a little bit when you were listening to it.
I
the
like
other
it.
day.
I liked that song. I didn't like 16 Carriages or 19 Carriages, whatever it was, but Texas Hold'em I did like.
All right.
And then I spent the entire time trying to figure out what happened to the clothes.
So,
Like,
there was a
if
video
you watch
with
the
her?
video,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I couldn't quite get what that was, but I do. Yeah.
So, here's the thing, because we also have a country music station here,
Mhm.
and I don't program any of the radio stations for my taste.
Right.
It's because otherwise the Q would be Motley Crue and Poison all day long. Like that's what I like. 98 Gold, I listen to. I like the 80s music, all that stuff. The country music, the only time I've ever really been into country is 80s, 90s. I like Garth Brooks a little bit.
Mhm.
I like, who I like is the band that we saw in Michigan.
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
They're fantastic.
I like them a lot. The
That
guy's got
was
a really
great-
distinctive voice.
yeah.
I really like his singing voice.
Yeah.
But anyway, also not why you called. So, so her song is fine. It's what I would call modern country. It's like a
And her
crossover.
voice is. There's no arguing about her voice. Is just.
No, she can sing. She's
Yeah.
fine. She's
yeah,
talented.
beautiful.
It's a crossover kind of like pop country
Sort
pop,
of,
you know. So, all right. So she did that. Okay, it's fine. I want to go.
So what's that got to do with John Schneider?
Well, he's going to talk about the song, but I want to go
Got
back
it.
for a second.
Got it. I wasn't
give me-
making the connection. I didn't know. If,
Okay, well, come
Yeah.
with me on this
I'm
ride. We're gonna
coming
go.
up.
We're gonna
I'm
go for a
coming
little ride here.
okay.
All right. So, a local radio station in somewhere.
Florida, probably.
No.
I'm thinking if we have a problem, it's Florida,
Yeah, but it was somewhere south. Let's see.
Louisiana.
KYKC. I don't know where
Okay.
that's at. I want to say like it was like Alabama or something like that.
Okay.
KYKC radio station in Oklahoma. Okay. So a country radio station in Oklahoma, okay, has garnered the ire of Beyonce fans. They call them the Beehive.
Oh, nice.
When they refused to play the track after it was requested. A fan took to social media to complain, claiming that they sent in an email that included sent the fan an email from the radio station saying, "We do not play Beyonce on KYKC as we are a country music station." He also accused the station of racism. The fan did. However, the music station refuted the accusations via a rep saying they are owned by a minority-owned company and they play music if it's good, without caring who it is or what they look like. The station also defended why they did not play the song, claiming they were unaware Beyonce was dropping a country song. That's what I was going to guess about the disc jockey. So, being someone who's been on the radio for 30 years,
Yeah.
a couple of things will happen. One, sometimes people will request things that are nowhere near the format of the station, just being silly. I have been here where people have called them requests for songs, and let's say they called the queue and said, "Will you play Beyonce?" I would go, "No." I barely take requests during this show because I barely play any music.
Mm-hmm.
Russ Martin does an oldies show. He's got parameters that he puts on his own show that he will not go past such a time. Don't hold me to it. We can ask him. I want to say he doesn't go past 75, I think, or past the 70s maybe with his oldies.
Meaning newer than that.
Right.
He goes over.
Right.
Okay.
He doesn't go newer than that.
Okay.
So I'm guessing someone sent in an email requesting Beyonce.
Okay.
This disc jockey emailed back saying, "We're a country station. We don't play Beyonce." Thought somebody was screwing with him, probably. Probably didn't even know that Beyonce had dropped a country album or a country song. I didn't know that commercial that she's in, like about breaking the internet, I didn't even catch that she was releasing a country album. I didn't even catch that was part of the commercial.
Got it.
I thought it was for Verizon or something, breaking the internet. I didn't even realize that she had a country album.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably, if someone called in and said, "Hey, I want to hear some Beyonce on Bear Country," I'd be like, well, "No, we don't play Beyonce."
Wouldn't you say what song? Like what song would be appropriate? We're a country western or a country station.
Maybe I would.
Yeah.
That said, also, now this is not something that they do a lot now, but in the old days, pre-social media, what they would do is these bands and record companies would get their fan clubs and they would send out all the phone numbers to radio stations trying to get them to play. Because the way radio stations used to work is we used to report to the record companies how many spins a song would get. So we'd play, we're playing the Beyonce song 10 times a day. And, so they can go out and say, this is how well the album's doing. Yeah. I mean, the songs used to be essentially commercials for the albums. That's how they sold albums.
Okay, where did the racist part come in?
Because they're saying that it's a country music station, they wouldn't play her because she's black. That's what the fan is trying to say.
Darius Rucker, do I need to list the whole? I mean,
and they said they're
a
minority-owned station, so it's someone trying to stir up
trouble.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is these fan club people would call and call and call and call. We used to do a live show and we'd get calls. Hey, I want to hear the new song. Blah, blah, blah. Like, and I actually, because you know me, I am super nice until I hit my limit.
Until you're not.
Until I'm done.
Until Chicago Steve comes out,
and
right?
So I remember some band that had sent in their CD, and they weren't an up-and-coming band. And we did play the song one time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were done. We played it. Neato. I think we did like a smash or trash kind of segment.
Okay.
I mean, 3, 4, 5 times a day we get calls. We know it's the same couple of people. They're not even calling from our listening audience. They're
right.
So I finally said, listen, here's the deal. We get one more call for this request. I'm breaking the CD. Then we can't play it. And we did. And I did.
Oh my gosh.
On the air, I just went, psh, that's it. Now we can't play it, guys. Are you proud of yourselves? That's it.
Wow.
So I'm telling that story. I don't know.
Now, is that even the way? Do we even track that kind of stuff?
Not anymore.
No, right? Because it's all digital, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's what happened with this country station.
Yeah.
But it got on social media. You tag Beyonce. Now it's going crazy.
Okay, so
kind of why I put Beyonce's title in this name in this title, because I wanted to go crazy. So.
Okay, so then where did John Schneider come in?
He was on the Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I know that. I'm saying in the story, I'm so stunted this morning.
I told you.
Help me.
Listen, I said we would drive along. We would just come on a ride with me.
You're telling the story like our oldest daughter, Savannah.
Yep. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yep.
I said there's more to the story than just John Schneider. I wanted people to understand where this is all coming from. This is where that disc jockey becoming known for saying no about playing it. That's why it became a story to ask John Schneider about.
Okay. All right.
That's why
I'm back.
That's why it's become such a big deal.
Got it. Okay.
Started with one disc jockey in Oklahoma saying we don't play Beyonce. And now it's this radio station's racist. They're anti-Beyonce. They're holding their back, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So now John Schneider is on some news show. One American News, OAN is the network. I don't know what that is. It's fine. Okay. It's so in an interview with the One American News network, John Schneider was asked about Beyonce and all the hoopla of her crossing over. Now, I've seen him quoted. I've seen people saying what he said. This is what he actually said, at least a piece of it.
The lefties in the entertainment industry just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark, just like a dog in a dog walk park. Every dog has to mark every tree,
Yeah.
right? So that's what's going on here. Shania and the other folks you talked about, what they did is they were in country music and they went out. That's one thing. But people coming into country music have because I know a little something about country music.
Okay, so that was on TMZ. So,
and he knows something about country music because he was on the Dukes of Hazzard and drove a car. I don't know.
Well, he's also a country music singer. He's got country music albums.
Oh,
which is fine.
Okay. Does anybody besides me? Did you hear about that?
Oh,
did you know that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like that's been like a big part of his career.
Okay.
So here's where I have issue with John Schneider, who I like.
Hey everybody, this is John Schneider, and you are listening to Tuieville with Steve and Cheryl.
And can I just say, John, who we like, you got to upgrade your internet, bud. You were cutting in and out in that video interview. On our phone call there, you get static on our liner. You know, you're gonna have to upgrade your internet. I'm just saying. You know, we did.
Maybe you can hook him up with Nico. I don't know.
Yeah. We
Tom, if you're there,
right?
John needs
Schneider,
your help.
John Schneider, call Nico today. Right. So, all right. So what I heard John Schneider say there is the lefties are invading like dogs, marking their territory. The headline everywhere is John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard compares Beyonce to a dog who's urinating. I just heard it. I just listened to it.
He didn't say that.
He said they, he's a conservative. He said they, the lefties.
And they were saying the lefties.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. Now, they were talking about her playing country music and things. And I do have to say, John, when you say, well, it's okay for people to leave country music and go into other genres, but not for other genres to come into country music, that makes you sound really, really stupid. And I like you. But I would tell you, if you were on the phone with me, I would say that makes you sound kind of dumb. Like, don't do that. For one, I should go back and find it. I did an interview with John Schneider a decade ago.
Yeah.
Where he talks about being from New York, being a New York actor, and getting hired to be on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Already. This is crazy.
Right? It's acting. You're acting.
Hello, Kettle.
And I said to him, how did you do that? He goes, I'm an actor. Well, yeah, duh. That was a really dumb thing for me to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a New York guy who played a country bumpkin on Dukes of Hazzard. Great. As anyone creative, how can you tell someone else who's creative
how do
to
you
stifle the creativity?
How do you pigeonhole them? You can't. That's the whole point of being creative.
How is it any different from someone saying to you, John Schneider, hey, you shouldn't go and be a country music singer. You're an actor.
Right.
You went from one thing into another. Why? Because you're
Kelly
creative.
Clarkson. Don't be a talk show host. You're a singer.
Right.
Don't be
or John, don't sell a whiskey or whatever you're selling. He's selling like fake moonshine or something, or maybe it's real moonshine. I don't know. But you're selling alcohol right now. Whoa, you're not an alcohol salesman, John. You're an actor. What are you doing? No, it's creativity.
Right.
You get to be creative.
You're expanding your horizons.
Yes.
If it doesn't work, so that's the risk they take.
Right.
And it's like, oh gosh, keep your day job. I mean, but it's, I wouldn't want to have someone say, okay, you've always been doing this, so now you're always going to do that.
Right.
Like,
I don't know how to tell you guys. Sometimes it works out when people switch genres. A longtime friend of mine, she was a country music singer. And then she became a pop singer. You may have heard of her.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Tui.
She kind of worked out for her to go off into another genre. I'm just saying. So, speaking of expanding, Cheryl and I, of course, they said radio killed the video star. No, wait, that's not what they said. Video killed the radio star. Well, I'm hoping it doesn't, because we're on video. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more fun and video here on the Q and 98 Gold, as well as streaming all over the world, worldwide. That's what the WW is. In the WWW worldwide, we are on the web and such too.